So I want to talk a little bit about the legal process of buying a property in Northern Cyprus, especially how to do it legally safe. So it's a little bit different here as opposed to some other countries where you do the transaction at a notary. In Turkey, as well as in Northern Cyprus, it's being done at the land registry. Even comparing Northern Cyprus to Turkey, still it's a little bit different in Northern Cyprus. So first is, let's say you have an agreement with the owner, then there's usually a reservation fee, which is 2,000 to 3,000 British pound. The reason is that we are always calculating in pound, or mostly here in Northern Cyprus, is because it used to be a British colony. And in many systems, the legal system, the driving on the left side, is still dating back from the British times. So we do the reservation agreement, and there's usually a reservation fee, £2,000, which means the unit is reserved, or the apartment, the house is reserved in your name for about 2 to 3 weeks. It's of course, this is open to negotiations. Now, next step is there's a sales contract. In the contract, you have the specifications of the unit, the sales price, and the time, if it's under construction, until which time it will get completed. Maybe you will have negotiated some payment terms, and then the payment rates, the payments might be in according to the construction progress. So let's say all of that is in place, a purchase contract has been signed by both parties. Then I usually advise to have a lawyer in the picture. It's not required, but it makes the whole transaction maybe a bit safer. So the lawyer takes the purchase contract to the land registry and officially registers the contract at the land registry. This is a great security for the buyer, because this unit from that point on is registered on that buyer. You cannot sell it otherwise. So only after the lawyer has registered the contract at the land registry will he or she make, in the name of the buyer, the first significant down payment, or depending on what was negotiated, maybe even the whole sales price. The great security is like this, that if there's any issue with the property, let's say the owner is not what was said it is, or he or she is when doing the negotiations, or there's maybe some loans on the property, or some other restrictions in the property maybe you don't know before. This will come out at that time when the lawyer tries to register the property under your name. So only then make the payment is a great security. There's some other specialties, so this is just a general overview. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me.